Last chance. We are going to start talking about the coding part of it. So our job today is to learn about creative coding with BrainPop. You're going to learn about it, and you're going to start to use it. Probably not today, but you're going to start to use it to show the theme of the story that you're reading. Okay. So let's go to BrainPop. Yes, buddy?
How would scratch help us?
You'll see in a little bit. That's what my job is to show you. Okay? So I want you to please turn and talk to a partner. Tell your partner what we are doing today.
Coding uses how to use coding. Whenever you need to study.
No, a little bit.
Thank you. Thank you.
And look at yours with you. See if I can just put it on there.
Sorry, no. Change that. Because that one's fine. Angeline. That one's fine.
We're doing it.
Hey. Cookie. Did you get one, Stephen?
I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty
Okay. The first part of this, I want to be sure as we're doing our project that you're very clear on what the expectations are, what I'm expecting of you. Okay. So, I'll show you this. This is the rubric for the project. These are the expectations. This tells you what my expectations are for the project, so that from the beginning you know what to expect and you can make sure that you do the project correctly. So the rubric, you know how we have beginning and progress and proficient. So I'm going to share with you the proficient and exceeds expectations, because that's what we want to accomplish, right? So content means what's in the project. So for proficient, if you are proficient, you clearly express the theme of the story through dialogue. So you use dialogue to make sure that the people that you're showing this project to can tell from the project what the theme of the story is that you read. And we clearly express, that's for proficient. Exceeds expectations, we clearly express the theme of the story in a creative way. So the difference between proficient and exceeds expectation is what? Turn and talk to a partner. What's the difference between proficient and exceeds expectation? What is that? In a creative way, right? What does that mean?
Creative way. Who chooses a day?
What does a creative way mean? I need 5. Who has an idea? Whoop. Who has an idea what I mean by a creative way? Harley.
A creative way is like your way and then you make it up.
So you're using your imagination and you're making it up. It could mean using some dialogue from the story, but also using your own imagination. Thank you. Okay, proficient for design. Design is the kind of the way it's made up, the creative things like the backdrop and the sprites that you chose. Okay, that's kind of the creative part. And of course, we know sprite means character in Scratch. just like it does in Tinker. And backdrops is this scene or the background. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. And we'll talk about blocks as well a little bit. So we chose sprites to be proficient. You chose sprites that worked well with your theme. And you chose a backdrop that works well with your theme. You get to choose those different things, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. So to be exceeding expectations, you can add animation, you can add movement to your programming, and that would be how you exceed expectations. Yes, thanks for raising your hand.
When we are doing this on our computer,
We will be as soon as I'm done showing you how.
are we gonna draw the pictures?
No, and you'll see, I'll explain if you're learning that.
Are we gonna use the Photoshop tool to make it so that we
No,
can add movement?
I'll explain it all in a little bit, okay? I'll wait for questions in a little bit. The next thing we're talking about is programming. You should be following along in your paper if you can't see the board. Programming. We showed an understanding of how the blocks work together. A block is a puzzle piece. Tinker uses the blocks, right? It's what you use to code. So for the programming part, for proficient, you showed an understanding of how the blocks work together. And to be exceeding expectations, you went above and beyond the basic features. You didn't use just the blocks that are initially there. You clicked on the more blocks, which I'll show you in a little bit, and you used other things that you could, other types of blocks you could use as well. We're not using Tinker, we're using Scratch. It's very similar to Tinker. And finally, collaboration. This is my expectation on how well you work together, how you work together. Our group used our time wisely, not messed around, right? Finished our design on time. We are going to need to finish by Friday. And we're respectful of each other's ideas.
Okay.
Wait, we're doing this as a group? Oh, come on.
Okay. So this is the rubric. Please, when we're done with our project for today, make sure it goes into your reading folder. Not right now, but in your reading folder when it's time. Okay? Excuse me, bud. You need to scoot over. Thank you. Yes, Mark?
Why can't we work for ourselves?
It's a group project, but part of me being a fourth grade teacher is to teach you how to work as a group.
Are we picking our partners?
You're just with your partner. Okay, so, whoop,
I wanna put Shaggy.
my turn. Thank you. What we're gonna do now is we are going to look at Brain Pop, the Scratch, and show you how to do the project. Okay. Yes.
Didn't you say we have to use other group for our group books?
You're gonna use those group books to do this.
I know, but one of us can do that. Until
I'm gonna show you how first. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
This is a little video that you can watch, okay? Whoop.
You can tell your own story about a brain pop or brain.
We're gonna watch the video so that you have some idea on how to do the project. Whoop. On yet. Still thinking.
Should I turn it on?
Sorry. being patient, keeping your eyes on the screen when it's ready. I appreciate your patience.
You're welcome.
Still not coming. My computer's slow sometimes, isn't it?
Yep.
Here we go.
Restart it.
You can tell your own story about a Brain Pop or Brain Pop Junior topic using code. You can create a conversation between characters and add
That's what we'll
settings
be
and
doing
multiple
today.
scenes. Snap together blocks of code to bring your story to life. In this project, you'll choose the items or sprites to include in your story and decide what happens when they're clicked. You can code the sprites to talk, move, change color, and more. Let's take a look at how it works. Choose your items or sprites from the sprites area. Drag and drop code blocks from the blocks palette to the coding area. Let's code Moby to say hello and beat. Click the green flag to start your code. Watch and interact with your project on the stage. Add, delete, move, and resize sprites here. Click this tab to change your backdrop. For each new sprite, add code blocks to tell it what to do. Click Help to review and learn more.
Okay,
Each creative coding project comes with a tutorial on how to get started. You can save your project and come back to it later. When you're done, submit it to your teacher. What will you create? Happy coding!
yeah, that's what we're doing. So I want to show you a couple things. Okay, one of them is this right here. The less blocks, there will be some blocks up here that you can use. And you could meet expectations using only those blocks. Or you could go to this right here where it says more blocks. If you click on that, it will give you more choices. You can add different things, and that would be exceeding expectations if you used those. Okay? That's one thing I wanted to show you. Another thing I want to show you is this right here. Submit to teacher. Once you click on that, you cannot make any more changes to your program. So please make sure when you click on submit to teacher, that means that you are all done and there's nothing more that you can see that you need to add or change. Yes?
What if we accidentally press it? Trying to press stop.
That probably won't happen.
It will be submitted and I don't know of a way of changing it. So we
Do
have to
it.
use it, you'd have to start over with a different
But that probably won't happen.
project, but I'm hoping that doesn't, that's why I'm telling you now, so that it doesn't, you don't make that mistake. So what we're going to do right now is show you how to get